Alright, Schlockmeister fans, blaxploitation. It's BLACKENSTEIN. Let's watch. Film starts out in the lab of Dr. Stein. These are actually some of the same set pieces from the original Frankenstein.
Yes?
This is Dr. Wagner.
Stein in?
Yes, he is. Do you have an appointment?
No, I don't, but I'm sure he'll see me. Would you please tell him it's Dr. Winifred Walker?
Come in, please.
Thank you.
He's a former pupil of mine.
How do you do?
Dr. Walker's
I'm Dr. Walker.
boyfriend was hurt in Vietnam.
Well, I just arrived from New York. My fiance's wounded in Vietnam, and the doctors there wrote and told me he was being transferred to the Veterans Hospital here.
She wasn't kidding when she said it was
You
wounded.
never told me exactly what's wrong with Eddie.
Oh. Remember I told you about that landmine explosion? Well, Eddie lost both his arms and legs.
I have been working in the field of replacing limbs.
She brings Dr. Stein to Eddie.
With your permission, I would like to see what can be done in your case.
There's nothing anybody can do for me. You think so, Winifred?
Oh, yes.
Eddie's been taken to Dr. Stein's
I hope so.
Will,
place.
it'll work out just fine. You'll see.
That's Malcolm, Dr. Stein's helper.
Experience with the genetic code DNA. I have a formula that's brought her from approximately 90 years of age to what you see before you.
The results are incredible.
It's witchcraft, Dr. Stein. Anyway, for a Nobel Prize winner, this is how Dr. Stein operates.
Now, tell me once again, Eddie, what do you feel?
I'm not sure where he got the limbs from, but
That was my middle finger.
he's attached them to Eddie.
Eddie, tonight we begin the final phase.
Yes?
Malcolm's in love with Dr. Walker.
Winifred, ever since you came here, I've thought of nothing but you, both day and night. There isn't anything in this world I wouldn't do for you.
The feeling is not
I've
mutual,
fallen in
though.
love with you.
So feeling dejected and rejected, Malcolm decides to tamper with whatever the hell stuff he's got here for Dr. Stein. Back to the operating table.
I don't feel right.
And those are the
I
results.
just don't feel right.
Now, Eddie, you've been through a lot, and you've held up remarkably well. I think we'll get you up for a little exercise. It'll make you feel 100% better.
They're having some problems with him. Something's not right, as we know. Later that night, Eddie gets up for the first time, and he is now transformed into BLACKENSTEIN. BLACKENSTEIN's first mission? Kill Whitey. And let's rip off his arm, too. We have a couple in bed. That's the actress Liz Renee from Desperate Living. Her husband went outside to check on a noise and didn't return. She goes outside to check on him and she runs right into BLACKENSTEIN. Not exactly sure what he did to her, but now he's pulling out the guts. Here's a couple hanging out in a car.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it, Beth?
Yeah, it really is.
Beth's boy is going to make some moves. Beth doesn't appreciate Mr. Hands
Calm down.
and decides to simply just get up and leave.
You know, I might as well be alone as be with you.
Well, Beth wanders off, and then she meets BLACKENSTEIN. After he killed those people, he apparently returned. And now they know that Eddie is clearly not right.
Hope you don't mind answering a few questions.
The cops show
Not
up.
at all, Captain. Well, there's been 3 murders in the last few days right here in the vicinity. Have you seen any unfamiliar faces or noticed anything unusual?
No?
We get a little soul from a woman named Cardella. BLACKENSTEIN comes across this man and woman who were in the alley. The man was actually trying to rape the woman, and I guess BLACKENSTEIN saved her. And he kills the dude. And then almost rape victim that he saved, well, he kills her too. Pulls out her guts. Back at Dr. Stein's place, Malcolm is trying to take advantage of Dr. Walker, and BLACKENSTEIN comes in. Malcolm pulled a gun and shot him, but it had no effect. This is the end of Malcolm. This is that 90-year-old woman who walked right into BLACKENSTEIN. Back in the lab, he seems to have some sort of recognition. When Dr. Stein intervenes and tries to attack, well, he gets fried for his efforts. And that's the end of Dr. Stein. Here we have a random woman in a car. Meet BLACKENSTEIN. Apparently he left the lab after killing Dr. Stein. Well, that woman in the car, I'm guessing she was just padding for the running time in this movie. Because they have a scene that lasts a few minutes where she runs away. And then she dies. Then BLACKENSTEIN runs into a couple of Doberman Pinscher guard dogs. Has BLACKENSTEIN finally met his match? The answer is yes. They knock him over and basically tear him apart and eat him. And that's the end of BLACKENSTEIN. Gotten by a couple of Dobermans. Alright, let's talk about the movie BLACKENSTEIN. Obviously, it's a blaxploitation film. What an excellent title, right? BLACKENSTEIN. Can you be more blunt than that? It's a movie that I had taped. Actually, my Schlockmeister brother Jeff taped it for me back in the 1989, I think it was. And between all my beta movies and the movies that I had on VHS, on EP Speed, I had a grand total of 1,300 movies. This is the very last one of all those 1,300 movies that I haven't seen, or I hadn't seen until today. The very last beta movie I watched, ironically, was Blackula. The very last VHS EP movie, BLACKENSTEIN. So, there you go. The movie itself is obviously a takeoff of Frankenstein. In fact, some of the set pieces that were used in this movie were the same ones used in the original Frankenstein, if you can believe that. It's true. We have a guy who was wounded in Vietnam. He lost both his arms and both his legs. So his girlfriend takes him to see this Dr. Stein, who is ironically a white doctor. Most of the characters are blaxploitation, but no, we have a white doctor who's in some sort of, I don't know, laboratory castle somewhere. He recently won the Nobel Prize, so he's like legit. So she says this guy can help you and fix you up. So he agrees, and he's actually doing a good job fixing him up and everything, giving him new arms, new legs. I'm not sure exactly where they came from. Some sort of didn't exactly. I think I missed where exactly these limbs came from. But I don't think somebody was stealing them. But who knows? They were donations, I think, is what they said at one point. But anyway, he has a helper, Dr. Stein does, named Malcolm, and Malcolm actually falls in love with the woman who's boyfriend is the guy being operated on. Well, she rejects him, basically saying, look, I like you as a friend, but I'm in love with Eddie. So anyway, the guy gets jealous, and he puts some sort of stuff in the potion or whatever the hell is being used to fix up Eddie, and then obviously has adverse effects. Eddie does get up and walk again, but then he starts morphing into BLACKENSTEIN, a mindless killing machine. He walks around very slowly like Frankenstein and kills anybody he comes in contact with. He kills a lot of people. He does touch base with the woman at some point, and he has some sort of bit of recognition to her, so he leaves her alone, but then he goes and kills somebody else. Eventually, he gets felled by a couple of wild dogs. I think they're guard dogs somewhere. They just knocked him over and started chewing on him and pretty much killed him. That's how BLACKENSTEIN ended. He was felled by dogs. Go figure, right? Anyway, quite a film. Anyway, it's got a couple of nude scenes in it, rated R. A lot of the cast members in this film, especially some of the minor players, never did anything else again. This was their one and only film. So, Liz Renee played that woman in bed who was with her husband. She was in the movie Desperate Living. Other than that, John Stein was played by John Hart, who had one season as the Lone Ranger. I think it was just one season on that TV show when Clayton Moore wasn't doing it. But anyway, that's the movie BLACKENSTEIN. It has been released on Blu-ray since then. I got this DVD like 15 years ago. Never watched it, obviously. It's Blu-ray right now. You can get it for about 10 or 11 bucks on Amazon. Pretty good deal. Not a bad film. It is what it is, right? So check it out. Let me know what you think about it and leave some comments down below. It's called BLACKENSTEIN. Watch it. Bye.